It's another busy, bustling Monday evening at Miami International Airport. But on this night, you're a fly on the wall.
The way we're gonna handle it is, I only need her driver's license and her cell phone.
As both police and FBI agents are moments from a major bust. And their target is an unlikely suspect.
Put your hands behind your back.
A 73-year-old grandmother who's accused of being the mastermind of a murder.
I have to go.
Authorities believe she's just moments from making her escape.
Can I call an attorney?
Her one-way trip to Vietnam stopped cold, right there on the jetway, as police body cameras roll. Incriminating evidence, says former prosecutor Matt Murphy, who breaks it down for us.
By effectuating the arrest at the gate, they eliminate that as a defense. Like, oh, I wasn't actually going to leave. She was leaving. I mean, that's her husband, bags packed, tickets bought.
I don't want to give it to you. Why do I have to give this way?
Cell phones generate so much evidence in murder cases. They're trained. You never let a criminal suspect have an opportunity to delete anything.
That's terrible.
I keep making a mistake.
Everyone can be seated. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the state of Florida versus Donna Adelson.
Now, that same Florida grandmother is on trial for that murder.
Good morning, everybody.
Prosecutors alleging Donna Adelson is the architect behind a criminal conspiracy.
A conspiracy to hire a hitman to kill her former son-in-law, Dan Markel.
So how is it that Donna finds herself there in that courtroom? The jury hears what begins as a great American success story. This was a family who had it all.
You'll hear during this trial that the Adelson family is a very tight-knit family. The defendant, her son Charlie Adelson, and her husband Harvey Adelson actually all worked together at their family's dental practice. She was the details person, and she managed much more. She was the matriarch, and a domineering one at that.
If you lived in South Florida long before Dan Markel was murdered, you would have known the Adelsons for their dental practice, the Adelson Institute.
Harvey was extremely successful dentist. He runs at the Adelson Institute of Dentistry.
Harvey Adelson is someone I've known my entire life. He's a dentist, and he was married to Donna, and he had 3 kids, Robert, Charlie, and Wendi.
Charlie went to dentist school, got his degree, came back, and then he was helping Harvey in his practice.
The Adelson family dental practice did not include older son Robert. He's a New York-based physician who, for years, has been estranged from the family.
Wendi was always an all-star. She was incredibly bright as a child. She did phenomenally well in high school, and incredibly smart and gregarious and well-loved by everybody.
Wendi Adelson does something a little different than everyone in her family. She goes into law.
Wendi has an internship in Washington, D.C., where another young lawyer is also just starting out.
Danny was a very warm person to start with everybody. He never greeted people with a handshake. It was always a hug.
Dan is the only son of Ruth and Phil Markel, who raised him in a conservative Jewish home in Toronto, Canada.
A young woman named Wendi Adelson searched him on JDate, the Jewish dating service, and she was sitting with her mother, Donna, searching for a candidate for her to meet. And so they're looking up Dan Markel. She was a very warm, she's a very attractive person. And it was a beautiful thing to see Danny in love.
Wendi and Dan's relationship moves quickly, and in less than a year, they're engaged. But as soon as they tie the knot, it becomes clear who's calling the shots in this family. It's not Dan or even Wendi. It's Wendi's mother, Donna.
She was extremely controlling. She had very strong opinions about all the decisions in Wendi Adelson's life, whether it be about her career, her relationships, or even purchasing a home.
After their wedding, Wendi Adelson and Dan Markel moved to Tallahassee, the capital of Florida.
Dan and Wendi did both get jobs at Florida State University Law School. They lived in Benton Hills, which is a neighborhood in the center of Tallahassee. It's quite an affluent community. I know they owned a house and they both lived there together with their 2 boys.
Danny was a great father. With all his accomplishments, to me, I'm the proudest of him as a father.
His boys were the entire world to him.
While Dan is thriving in Tallahassee, Wendi is lamenting the state of her marriage. She reveals her feelings in this 2015 episode of the podcast, Writing Class Radio.
Our marriage dissolved after the children arrived, as the loneliness of being married to someone that didn't view me as an equal crept in.
By 2012, it's during one of his trips to a conference in New York City that Wendi calls Dan to deliver devastating news.
She says, I'm leaving. It's over. Dan says, please don't do this. We can still work this out.
He gets on a flight to come back to Tallahassee. He walks into the bedroom, and there was divorce papers on the bed.
Less than 7 years after exchanging wedding vows, Wendi Adelson and Dan Markel are exchanging accusations in divorce court.
The divorce got really nasty, and I think the boiling point was when Wendi couldn't leave Tallahassee, couldn't relocate to South Florida. Dan wouldn't agree to it.
Which means Donna's grandchildren will remain almost 500 miles away from her.
With Wendi and Dan's divorce now finalized, the focus for the Adelson family becomes custody of the 2 boys and where they will live.
So Donna Adelson, being the doting grandma that she says she is, was upset.
Donna began this campaign. She wrote these lengthy emails to Wendi. Donna refers to Dan Markel as jibbers, which is clearly a derogatory term.
It's time to take control of your life and not let Jibbers think he's won anything by having you remain in Tallahassee.
A month before their next court appearance, Donna sends Wendi a long email suggesting ways to needle her ex-husband.
Let's show this what will make him absolutely miserable. You know his weak points: money, religion, control.
Then, Donna suggests to Wendi that they baptize their grandsons and dress them in Nazi uniforms. A stunning proposition from someone of the Jewish faith.
Let Jibbers know that your children will be baptized in the Catholic Church.
That's when, in at least one of those emails, Donna puts her money where her mouth is.
We plan to make a financial offer to him to allow this relocation.
She suggested to Wendi that they should go 3 ways to pay Danny $1 million, her and Harvey, Charlie, and Wendi.
Jibbers hasn't beaten the Adelson family yet. You have a very strong family behind you. Just remember that.
I don't think at this point, money, threats of Catholic school, you name it, we're gonna convince Dan to be separated from his kids.
During Wendi and Dan's nasty custody fight, Dan says he discovered Donna Adelson was telling her grandchildren their father was stupid.
In fact, things appear to be coming to a head when Dan goes as far as filing a motion to prevent Donna from having unsupervised visits with her grandchildren.
It would be the last motion that Dan would ever file.